So it's the last day of the trip, and what an amazing trip it has been so far. Getting out onto the hill in amongst the herds of red deer, to stalking the forestry plots and the very sneaky seeker deer. I can't have imagined how good it was. With the last day on us, we start getting ready and we're making a plan of how we're going to attack the day. Me, Jake and Clovis are going to head out one way in the search of some red deer, and the other boys are going to go around the other side of the estate and see if they can get into a few red deer as well. So let's get stuck into it and enjoy the last day out on the hill. So we've just spotted maybe 1 or 2 deer on a knoll just over by. So we've just come down this track and we're going to see if we can get into it. And just watching the wind, because it's actually a bit of a strong wind, but as long as we're downwind we'll be fine. Jake's just testing the wind now. Eventually we make our way down the river system, keeping our feet dry and her little feet dry. We get in position into the deer. We've taken our time making sure we don't spook them over each little knoll of the hill, and we spot 3 deer all together. A young stag, a young calf and an older hind. Clovis gives us a nod to take them all out, so we all line up and we eventually get a good shot off, bringing all beasts down together. We've ended up getting all 3 beasts down. There's an older hind, a calf and then a young stag, and because we're doing a cull basically we're just trying to get rid of numbers, and they all went down, which is we're happy with. Woo! The bad thing is I had the big camera ready but I forgot to press record, so sorry that you didn't get to see all that. You'll just have to watch us go and get them instead. Now, we pretty much know where these deer are, but take every opportunity you can to give some training to your dog. Now that's what Jake's doing. So Jake's waiting until little Myrtle picks up the scent, and again you can see she has it because she is dancing around and is very happy. And Jake gives a signal and she is off like a rocket, and it's super cool to see her flying across the moor like that. Hopefully we get there and she's sitting waiting. And there you have it, one very happy little dog and a very happy owner, because she's sitting next to the stag as well that Jake pulled the trigger on. This is a nice young stag, or spiker as they're usually called, and she's super excited that she's found it, as well as a happy estate owner with another good beast down.
You get red deer and seeker deer in the same place, you get the hybridization, and that's something that we want to try and avoid. So we're looking at removing quite a lot of seeker deer. They're non-native, but sometimes you do get telltales that there may be a bit of crossover. Metatarsal gland present in most of the deer, but not always obvious, especially in red deer. It's usually very obvious with seeker, but you can just see the metatarsal here, which is a bit of a telltale. Coming down to the back, it's usually quite defined here with the black going into the white. There is some kind of feathering there, which is telltale of seeker, and also you can maybe see these very slight dappled spots here. So it's not to say that this is a hybrid, but the indications would suggest that it possibly could be. So a good one to take out.
Traditions, bit of whiskey on the dram after a good hunt, so still tastes like last night.
So right. Smash, boys.
Slunge. Now, again, the hard work begins. So this is basically the big mum that we got. She's a big old red hind. Me and Jake actually think she's bigger than the stag, body-wise. And she was lying down, and I got a really nice shot. She went down, she stood up, walked maybe 2-3 meters. She went down, which is perfect, exactly what we want. And it looks like, hopefully a heart shot, really, really deep red, not much frothing, which comes from the lungs. This is the first hind I've shot in a long time, and being out on the hill is just amazing. I can't thank Jake enough for this, and Clovis, who invited us here. And to be here with the animal, getting stuck into it and seeing it is just truly amazing. Good feelings, and I love the hard work as well. That's what it pays off, and we'll have a nice dram later talking about this. So again, let's get stuck into it and let's grow like a... Being able to do this deer stalking on this hill is truly amazing, and I can't thank Jake for organising this enough. But it all comes down to Clovis, who owns this estate and puts a lot of effort in managing this land. A lot of neighbouring land isn't pressurised by hunters as much, meaning there's a lot more deer going about and moving over estates, and this is really over pressurizing the grazing areas, and sometimes to a point where the hill ends up being in really poor quality, whether it's the heather, the grasses or the mosses. They seem to get a hammering, and this is a lot to do with overgrazing by herds of red deer. Now, we've been hunting here for 4 days and we have maybe seen a couple hundred of deer in this amount of time. So as much as this is a dream stalking for me and Jake, it truly means a lot that we're helping someone out in their mission to bring this to a more manageable estate. And it is hard work. Making sure these beasts come off the hill and they're not contaminated with water or bogs or anything like that, and that the meat can go into the human consumption is literally what we want. And that's how it should be. We've got this resource of all this deer, why not go into the human consumption? But it's definitely true what they say about this sort of stalking. Stags are to be enjoyed and hinds are to be endured. But I'm enjoying all of it, so I'm a winner. Well, that's them over the river, ready for Dave to come and get them in the Argo Cat. Now we're going to make our way back now and make a plan, maybe see if we can get on anything else, or just move it back. The Crask pub might be open, so maybe deserved a little pint or something like that. But we still got a bit of a hike out of here first. So we made it back to the pickup. Water and food needed, and we're going to mosey on down the road and do some more glassing and just see if there's anything else we can get into while we've got some good light. So Jake is going to go up in the Argo. The other lads have just shot a few deer, so Jake's going to go get them first, and then once they're collected, me and Jake will go out later and get the deer that we've shot, and have a bit of a clear up basically, and hopefully me and Clovis might get another chance of a quick stalk by Jake's doing his thing.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
That was supposed to be a nice little iconic scene of the Argo going through the puddle, but we got stuck on the first puddle, so Jake's going to go around it. With Jake away on a deer recovery mission and the weather completely turning with some crazy winds, I decided to jump on the quad and also head off on another deer recovery mission.
So at the minute I've come to recover one of the deer that Alan shot yesterday morning. Just starting to warm up, so we need to get stuff that's lying in before it gets too warm. Being back to Highlands, but there's no sea. So, I don't know if you can see me, the boys have just got back with the Argo cat after getting it stuck a couple of times, but no wonder, because that ground was just absolutely insane. There we have it. So nice little butchering session, or just getting them ready to hang in the larder, basically getting them cold, and beer time.
And like all good things, they come to an end. This has been a truly amazing experience, and I'm glad I could put myself to use, helping Jake and the others and helping Clovis out on the estate, doing some deer control. It's pretty much a dream for me to be out in the Highlands, experiencing the raw nature, getting stuck into it and getting back to the hunting. So I've been so lucky on this trip.
There you have it. That has been a pretty incredible trip. I can't thank Jake for inviting me and Clovis for having us both out here on his ground, hunting his deer pretty much. I don't really want to leave, and I have to get on the ferry in a few hours. So I'm not happy about that, but I look forward to many more trips together.
It's been good having you, to be honest. The owner here struggles just to get the numbers that they need deer wise, so it's good for us. We get to come up and do a little bit of stalking. We get to spend some quality time together as well,
yeah,
which we don't often get to do now. So
no, play about with the cameras and see if we can actually film and remember how to stalk and stuff has been a good laugh. And it's the first time I've done a lot of open hill stalking, so it's been good to do that with you again. And
yeah,
I can't believe it's happened so soon actually after you came from Shetland, so
it's good.
Pretty good.
It's good, but long days, long nights.
A little bit too much whiskey here and there.
Pretty tired now.
Pretty tired. Nice
cruise home, and it won't be long before we'll be on the next one.
Yeah, we'll get planning, because I think this has just fueled the fire really.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, because there should be lots more to come.
There you have it, guys. That is my full trip to the Highlands of Scotland, stalking with some great mates, having a lot of fun, a little bit too much whiskey, and a lot of hard work. So I hope you enjoyed it, and it's just wet the whistle for a lot more adventures like this. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.